Hey everyone, TechLux here today, and we are going to be doing a $500 gaming PC build. This is for the budget gamer who's just kind of getting started, so let's just get right into it. For the processor, we have the AMD Athlon X4 860K. This is a 3.7 GHz processor out of the box, and it also has 4 cores. Although AMD cores are known to be a little less effective than the Intel cores, it's still a lot less money than an i3, and it'll run you about $70. For the motherboard, we have the ASRock FM2A78 Pro 3 Plus ATX motherboard. This does not support SLI, but it does support RAID and Crossfire. It also has 64 gigabytes of maximum RAM capacity, and it'll run you about $60. For the memory, we have the G.Skill Ripjaws X series, 8 gigabytes. It's just a basic 8 gig set. It's pretty fast at 1866 megahertz, and it'll run you about $35. For the hard drive, we have the Western Digital Caviar Blue. This is a 1 terabyte hard drive, and I actually own one myself, and I really enjoy it, and it'll run you about $50. For the graphics card, we actually have a pretty good graphics card in here for the price. It's $180, and it's the GeForce GTX 960, the MSI version, and it also has 2 gigs of VRAM. So this is a really good card for this budget. It'll run most games at medium to high settings at 1080p. But once you get into the newer games like The Division and Fallout 4, especially Fallout 4 with our processor in here actually, it'll run lower settings like medium to low settings at 1080p 60 FPS. But for most games, it should run medium to high at 1080p 60 FPS. For the case, I actually own this case myself, just the windowed version of it. But it's the NZXT Source 210. It's a really good case. I really enjoy it myself, so that's why I'm putting it in here. It'll run you about $37 for no window, and I forget how much I paid for the windowed version, but we put the $37 version into this parts list. So for the power supply, we have the Corsair CX 500 watt 80 plus bronze power supply. This is a semi-modular power supply, which pretty much means that like only the essential cables come pre-attached to it. Which means like the 24-pin ATX cable, the single PCIe, and an 8-pin CPU cable, and maybe 1 or 2 other peripheral power cables like a SATA or a Molex. But it definitely helps with clutter and cable management because you can unattach all the other cables, and it's a lot cheaper than a fully modular power supply. And that'll be about $60, and it's an 80 plus bronze too, so it's pretty reliable, decent for $60. And it's Corsair, which is a very good power supply company, by the way. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. There's a pretty good $500 startup gaming PC. Run most games at 1080p 60 FPS, medium to high settings. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Peace.